My name is Jason Lombardo, and I work for Burnsand Incorporated in the East Coast branch. I am a software consultant, so what I do in my job on a day-to-day basis is I solve both technical and business problems. On the technical side, I develop application architectures, and I code C#, business logic, and I also code UIs and the latest technologies in both web and desktop. And then on the business side, as a consultant, it is my job to try and help the client solve their business problems and make their jobs more efficient and less error prone, I would say. Well, I've always been interested in computers and electronics, and I started off at a very young age building computers, and then programming was just a natural progression into that. I got my first line of code when I was doing automated software testing for a company way back when, and from there I've just been in love with programming ever since. And given the state of technology today, websites are essentially where it's at. If you want something large done on a large scale across an enterprise, it needs to be something that can be accessed easily from everybody's computer. We don't want to have to install applications on everybody's computer and have to maintain updates. So web applications are a perfect delivery framework for any type of software that needs to be accessed by a large group of people. And I'd like to be on the cutting edge, and that's what web application development is today. I actually targeted Northeastern University from essentially right when I got into high school. I wanted to go there because of their co-op program. The idea of working alongside learning in a classroom was just very appealing to me because it allowed me to look at both practical and theoretical parts of the business. So in school I learned mostly theoretical. I learned the history of programming, I learned some of the abstract technologies that are used behind the scenes, but for the most part my practical knowledge came from on-the-job training and self-study, reading books and just reading articles online, and also doing my own side projects. That was a large part of it for me, was doing things that I like to do with a computer and learning the technologies as I go through that exercise instead of just doing what professors wanted me to do, because that's kind of limited in what you can learn. I would say don't overlook any opportunities, because no opportunity is too small. For me, I got started doing MIS in a company, a biomedical company. I was running network cables, I was adding and removing users from network security programs, and I was replacing secretaries' mice when they broke. It was really small and menial, but it got me in the door in a company where I would be in a position to advance in the future. So I would say, when you're just starting out your career, don't shrug off anything as being too small or not where you want to be, because it can be just the stepping stone you need to get to where you want to go. As I said, when I was at Northeastern, I did a lot of self-study. Most of the self-study I did was learning Microsoft technologies, because Microsoft is not part of core curriculum at Northeastern. So knowing the Microsoft technologies before I graduated was a huge leg up on companies who were looking to hire students with that background. I had that background. So senior year at Northeastern University, there was a career fair. And at that career fair, I targeted consulting companies, and the company I'm currently working for was one of the companies I targeted. So I met with them, I met the recruiter, and we spoke and we connected. And while I didn't take that job right away out of college, we did stay in touch. For a new student who's trying to get into application development, the first thing I would say is, don't do it for the money. There is good money in software development, but do it because it's what you really love to do and what you enjoy doing, because a career is a very large part of your life. And you're going to be spending an awful lot of time doing it, and pleasure and happiness and responsibility and commitment are going to get you a lot further along into an enjoyable life than money will ever. So if you love doing it, you're going to do it well, and I would say stick with it if it's what you love, and if it's not, find something else.